Good day and welcome to this brief video regarding the Basic User Guide for Accountants and Staff, part of the Qvinci Turnkey Advisor program. This document simply is a navigational tool for staff members inside an accounting firm of how to navigate Qvinci. It's a very simple document, and because the Turnkey Advisor program is a very simple program, there's 3 easy steps, and we're going to go through those today and show you how to navigate Qvinci. So when you log into Qvinci, you're going to see that there are these 3 steps to perform. And step number 1 is review the metrics with the advisory portal. This is a tool that when you log in, you land on this portal, and it shows you a landscape view of all your clients. And we have pre-configured some KPIs. And we color-coded them automatically green or red, green being favorable, red being unfavorable, across all your entities, across multiple periods. And if you click any cell in the portal, you can drill down to an underlying card that has the data for you. Now, once you've taken a look at that, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to probably create business intelligence reports. And once again, we have pre-configured a KPI scorecard. We call it the automated KPI scorecard, and financial reports. They are ready to use. They'll work on every one of your clients, regardless of the chart of accounts, regardless of the industry that they're in. And so from the portal, you simply click the entity. It automatically takes you to what we call the Reports and Libraries page, where you're ready to select the scorecards and financial reports and download them. And this takes as little as 20 seconds per report, per client, per month. Very, very quick, very simple, very easy. And from there, we have to deliver not only the reports for clients, but there are other persona types. For instance, you've got other staff members that you may want to message. You've got clients to message and attach KPIs to. And then we've also provided something for prospects. Well, that's found in step 3, spread the word, the Advisor Services Marketing Kit. And so you simply take the sample scorecards we give you or the ones for an existing client, attach them to the email template we've given you, and send it out. That's why it's 3 easy steps. This can all be done in under 2 minutes a month per client. So page 2 just talks about these steps and how to interpret what you're about to see. So when you log in, you're going to land on the advisory portal, and it looks like this. And all these cells are clickable and hot. And this is the list of all your clients. I'm going to show you what this looks like in Qvinci shortly. And so the document just talks about, you can click here to watch a video on the advisory portal. All of our help is online. And it just talks about navigating this tool. Very, very simple to use. If you were to click an entity in the portal, it's going to take you to generate the reports, step 2. And that particular page looks like this, where we have a listing of all the KPIs to pick, and you simply click the green download button for the client that you selected, and the reports are going to drop out automatically. So we call it running packages. You have a client, you select a package, you click download, and the KPIs come out in Excel format, and the financials come out in PDF. Very simple, very easy to use by simply clicking entity and landing on the page and clicking download. Now, in the basic user guide, we have a guidance as to what the KPI scorecard looks like and how to interpret it. And this is an example of one tab inside the scorecard. The scorecard has multiple tabs with multiple KPIs, but this is the one that automatically gets rolled up for you and your clients. It automatically happens. And basically what happens is it picks the top 5 income, other income accounts, top 5 COGS, top 5 expense, other expense accounts, blends them together, and some custom KPIs, puts the real numbers here, and then color codes whether they are favorable or unfavorable based on historical variance. It automatically happens for you. This is one tab in the KPI scorecard. And the texture tells you how to interpret the scorecard. Very simple. Look for red. Red means unfavorable. And so you can very simply, and when you send this to your client can simply open it up, and they see where the opportunities for improvement can be found. And so this page 4 just kind of talks about that. And so we're introducing the concept of the scorecard to you using the basic user guide. And then you can also download financials with or without AR and AP. They're styled. They are GAAP compliant. Simply select the financial you want for the period you want, click download, it comes out automatically. Again, all of this happens in, about a minute to get them all down. And the last thing you do is you spread the word. You either send an email to your staff introducing them to the solution. We have sample KPI scorecards to attach to it. We give you another email template that we put in your Outlook. We put these things in your Outlook account. When you take an account with us, we configure these and put them in your Outlook solution. The next type of Email template is one for clients where you attach their actual KPIs and financials. And the last one is, you want to message prospects. So we give you an email template with a sample, again, using the sample KPI scorecard so that you can send it out to prospects and say, hey, listen, when you come to me and I'm doing your accounting, my core services, I can provide this business intelligence to you also. We have pre-configured these 3 templates for these persona types: staff, clients, and prospects. And all this page is doing is introducing you to this concept. When you are using Qvinci, these tools are all available to you automatically. This is strictly a guide, as I was saying earlier. So, we have a customer success team that helps you on board and brings you, turns your system on for you and gets you up and running and stands by to help you with a click of a button. So we hold your hand every step of the way. It's a very fast startup process. And the basic user guide is just a reminder how to navigate. Truly, I will say, once you use Qvinci a handful of times, you probably won't need to reference this document anymore because it's just that simple to use. And I'm going to show you what it looks like now. So when you log into Qvinci using the basic user guide as an example, you land on the advisory portal. This is the review the metrics, step 1. These are all your client files that are linked to us, to Qvinci. And these are all the pre-configured metrics that we have put together for you that are showing period over period. Last month versus prior month, this period, or fiscal year versus the prior fiscal year. Clicking these will change the numbers. Red means we need to talk. They're trending unfavorably for the top 10 expenses, for instance, for that client. Clicking the 73%, by the way, these are all the same QuickBooks file, that's why the numbers are the same. For Apple Family Dental, I click the 73%, and it brings up and shows me the top 10 expenses, period over period, and the percent of total income. And we can see that the top 10 expenses in August are 46.98 versus 27.08, trending unfavorably 73.49%. You'll look for these numbers here, and what these do is they show you points of conversation with clients. You're seeing perhaps problems that need to be addressed, opportunities, things that are trending well, things that are trending unfavorably. This helps jumpstart your conversation with your client. Now, once you've scanned this, you're going to want to do reporting, step 2, which is generate the reports. And you do that by selecting a client from the list over here. So I'm going to click Round Rock Dentistry, and it takes me to the Reports and Library page. Qvinci has put in 3 pre-configured KPIs for you for periods, reporting month, 3 months, fiscal year to date, and 2 versions of the financials. The scorecard dumps to Excel with business intelligence built into it, including formulas. The financials dump to PDF, styled, very nice looking financials. And all you do, since I've selected Round Rock Dentistry, is I can change the as of date. By default, it's always going to be set to last month. I can override the date I want by selecting any date here. And then as long as I'm in this browser session, any reports I run for any client will be as of that date. I can change the as of date at any time. At this point, I'm ready to run a KPI. So I'm going to run the prior month, reporting month versus prior month. So I simply click the preview button. And it brings up this page and it says, okay, listen, let's generate the report. So I'm going to go ahead and click Generate. And what Qvinci is going to do is it's going to start pulling together a chart of accounts and all the data needed for Round Rock Dentistry. You don't do anything other than click green buttons. This takes about 25 seconds to create the KPI. There's multiple tabs in the KPI. It's going to dump to Excel. It's going to put it in the bottom left-hand corner. The financials take about 9 to 10 seconds. It's also going to dump in the bottom left-hand corner. You'll choose the financials that you want. It takes about 9, maybe 10 seconds. So we can begin to see that the downloaded KPI is in the bottom left-hand corner. And all you want to do as the advisor is open it up and take a look. It's automatically been generated for you very quickly. And so it's going to be in Excel. And all the tools that are inside Excel are available to you to customize the scorecard if you so desire. The first tab is the Guidance tab, where it lists the periods, the chart of accounts that were chosen. And so here's how we did it. For Apple Family Dental, for Round Rock Dentistry, we pulled the top 5 income and other income accounts for the periods in question and blended them here. Top 5 COGS, you can see there's only 2 instead of 5. You'll hide these rows. Top 5 expense, other expenses blended together, and custom ratios. And we begin, and these are the descriptions of how we've built and how to interpret the scorecard. Now the scorecard is contained, the first tab is this one. This is where the meat and potatoes are. So, and what this says is, automatically for the accounts that were chosen, you didn't have to do anything. You averaged monthly for the last 12 months, $926,000, Mr. Round Rock Dentistry. The reporting month says it's 991. Now what we did is we established a range here, a low and a high. This number is 2% lower than the average of the last 12 months. This number is 2% higher. If it falls within range, it's going to be black. If it falls below range, it's going to be red, as you see in this case. And if you're better than the high of 2% higher than the average, it's going to be green. You're going to log in, you're going to run this report, you and your clients are going to look for red. And you can see there from expense perspective, it's coded just the opposite. If a number is higher than the high, it's going to be red. If cost control is favorable and it was lower than the 2% low, it would be green, like you see here. And so this is what you do, is you look for red. And we have custom ratios at the bottom that give you expense ratios and profitability ratios and number of months of cash. Now we pull the prior month also in this particular month, and we compare them together in this column. A green check means I'm going the right direction. In other words, 991 is better than 918 the prior month, so I get a green check. 763 is worse than 2726 the prior month, I get an X. Look for red X's. These are your opportunities. Very simple, automatically built, runs on any client that you have, any chart of accounts. Automatically going to come down, and they all look the same, different numbers, different charts of accounts, but the KPI is automatically rendered for you. The next tab is going to be the top 10 expenses in descending order. We looked at that briefly on the advisory tab portal. So here they are, top 10 expenses for the periods in question. Here's the number for the reporting month. Here's the percent of total income. And compared to the prior month, how we doing? Well, it's not as good as the prior month. It's red. Same thing. And here's the average of the last 12 months. So now you've got talking points. Year-over-year cash is running month-over-month, year-over-year income versus net income with a variance line. Red means bad, means unfavorable to the same period last year. The red line below zero means a loss. We don't want to see this red line trending down. We want to see this red line trending up above zero, moving up, always is good. Income, net income. Same thing for cash. All the cash that's in the bank. Again, fictitious QuickBooks files. Your numbers are going to probably have a lot more movement. Same interpretation. And the last one is an AR/AP balance report that shows you the account balances for AR and AP, and graphically and empirically. And then we do a calculation of the diff. And if the diff from month over month, in other words, this is the difference from August to July, if this chart trends upward like this, at a faster rate than this, that means that we are invoicing more here. But if this is trending upward, we are not collecting as well. In other words, we're invoicing for more than we're pulling in, we're burning cash. And so the KPI scorecard falls out like this, and all this happens, again, in 20 to 25 seconds. And you'll also download financials in the same way, and that's going to take about 10 seconds. And once you have these reports, as an example, you can attach them to you can run the what we call spread the word, which is the marketing kit. I'm going to show you that next. And it looks like this. When we onboard your account, we are going to put our templates, our KPI templates for emails into your account. And they look like this. We've already rolled up the templates. We've already given them to you, and we have sample KPI scorecards and sample financials, in this case, to send to prospects. You'll simply tune the subject line. You'll simply put your signature in the bottom, and this thing is ready for you to send out to prospect and say, when I'm doing services for you, I can deliver this kind of business intelligence. And you'll have this in Outlook in your drafts folder, and you'll simply make modest changes, let's say, to the text, introducing your firm, etc., so forth. But this tells the prospect how to interpret the samples that we gave you when we configured your report, your account for you. In the case of clients, we have a template for clients, and you'll attach those scorecards that we just downloaded and the financials we just downloaded. In the case of staff members, we have another one, and it looks very similar to this one, and it also attaches these examples, introducing the advisory, the Turnkey Advisor program from Qvinci to staff members. There are 3 different templates, email templates, that we put into your draft account of Outlook when we onboard you. And so we make this very, very quick and very easy. And this is the spread the word, step number 3. Remember step 3 in the basic user guide. So we give you a holistic, complete turnkey solution for getting started, onboarding, and it's all contained in the basic user guide. It takes you from logging in to reviewing metrics to generating the reports to sending out example emails or emails to the client with the exact scorecards. And this has all been built for you, and it takes about, the whole thing, start to finish, is about 2 minutes a month per client. It really is. And so you can see that it's very, very powerful. And the basic user guide, the document that we just looked at, shows you how to navigate what I just did, which is really going to be a handful of clicks. That's the basic user guide, talks about all the steps, but frankly and pragmatically, it's just a handful of clicks to do the entire thing. I want to thank you for joining us today for this video. I'm going to put the screen up at the end about how to contact us should you need any help, because our CS team, our customer success team, is always standing by to help you answer any questions that you have.